why is it that we as a society care when there's an imbalance in different identities in some areas and not in others? So in computer science, a big topic is getting more girls and women in computer science education. Cool. I'm all for that. No problem with that. But I'm wondering, why is there not an outcry for getting more males into elementary education when around 80% of teachers are female, according to statistics in the last few years? Like, why is it that that's not an outcry?
And like, there's a lot of research that shows that it's generally better for students to have had more gender and racial diversity in the classroom in elementary school.
Yeah, and racial is around the same amount. It's like 80% of teachers are white across the board, in at least in America. And I just find it fascinating. Like, I understand that women are seen as like within a marginalized culture, like in terms of America is generally considered to be a male-dominated society when it comes to capitalism and whatnot. And so I understand wanting to argue for equity and balance among identities, especially when it comes to gender. But why is it that we focus on some and then ignore others when it kind of favors a marginalized group? To me, it just kind of like, it blurs the, what are you getting at here? Is it the issue that diversity is a problem, or is it the issue that in this scenario, a marginalized group is not represented equally, but we don't care about it in others? It's just kind of a question that I'm posing.
I think one of the things that goes on there is also problematic in its own right, which is that like we value tech in the way that we don't value teaching. So we therefore value talking about, at least, diversity in tech more than we value talking about diversity in teaching.
This excerpt was from episode 13 of the CSK8 podcast titled AI for All, Curriculum Development and Gender Discourse with Sarah Judd, which you can find on any podcast platform just by searching for CSK8 podcast or by simply going to jaredoleary.com, where you'll find hundreds more podcast episodes on computer science education.